Welcome back, everyone. So, if you're ready to get incredibly smart, incredibly fast, well, you're in the exact right place. Let's just dive right into this. Today is May 1st, 2026, and the world is spinning so incredibly fast with some truly massive global shifts. We're looking at a day completely packed with milestones. I mean, we've got everything from space-bound fast food to glowing trees and even major environmental packs. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what you need to know today so you can stay right ahead of the curve. Today, we are tracking exactly 10 massive global stories, 10 developments that are literally reshaping our planet, our technology, and our culture, and they're all culminating on this single day. We're cutting out all the fluff and taking you right to the absolute core of these updates. So let's jump straight into our first major theme.
Chapter 1, Green Innovations Shaping Tomorrow. We're kicking things off with the environment and infrastructure today.
Now, this is absolutely historic. Today marks the official start of the Global Plastic Treaty, locking in the commitment of 170 different countries. These nations have all officially agreed to this massive, massive undertaking. The starting line is today, and by 2040, the goal is the complete phase-out of single-use plastics. You guys, this isn't just a proposal anymore. It's an active, ticking clock towards zero new plastic in our oceans. Think about that. Moving on to an incredible leap for urban design, a pilot city in France is actually replacing traditional energy-hungry metal streetlights with bioluminescent trees. Yeah, you heard that right, trees that naturally glow at night. Instead of wiring up massive electrical grids just to illuminate the sidewalks, they're literally using biology. It's a stunning example of how we can completely rethink city infrastructure by blending it seamlessly with nature. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. And let's see how this builds on our green theme, with two more massive updates happening right here in the US. First up, Chicago is currently testing carbon-eating concrete. I mean, just imagine an entire skyline turning into a giant air filter. This new building material literally sucks CO2 straight out of the sky. And right alongside that super high-tech solution, student-led community gardens in U.S. schools have actually reached an absolute all-time high this spring. So from high-tech concrete to hands-on planting, the push for a greener world is coming from every possible angle today. Which brings us to Chapter 2, AI and Tech Evolution. Okay, so OpenAI just dropped a massive release today. They have officially introduced GPT-6 Junior. Now, this is a student-safe version of their artificial intelligence, and it's designed specifically for school environments. We've talked so much in the past about the integration of AI in education, right? But having a dedicated, highly secure, student-focused model, that is a total game changer for classrooms globally. And this next story brilliantly illustrates how tech is changing not just how we learn, but how we experience the physical world. So Singapore has just opened the world's first silent airport. Think about the usual chaos of a normal terminal. You know, the blaring overhead speakers, the overlapping final boarding calls. It's a lot. Well, not here. There are zero human voice announcements. Zero. Instead, every single update is sent directly to travelers via haptic vibrations on their phones. It's designed to be a completely serene, vibration-guided travel experience. How wild is that? And you know, tech is even changing the absolute highest levels of professional sports. The French Open officially begins today, but if you look closely at the courts, you're going to notice something missing. There are zero human line judges this year. Every single call, every single out-of-bounds ruling is now being made by a high-speed AI system. It's a massive shift in tradition, basically prioritizing absolute machine precision over that classic human element on the clay courts. All right, let's shift gears a bit. Welcome to Chapter 3, Pop Culture and Play. Because, hey, it's not all just global treaties and artificial intelligence today. First and foremost, happy May Day. Today we're celebrating the arrival of spring and keeping alive a tradition that is an astonishing 600 years old, the maypole. It's honestly a brilliant reminder that no matter how much high-speed tech we introduce into our daily routines, these deep-rooted cultural celebrations still hold a major, major place in our modern world. Now, speaking of the modern world, this next story is just wild. So, MrBeast has gone completely viral today. How? Well, by sending a lunar burger all the way up to the International Space Station. And the absolute best part? The astronauts on the ISS actually gave it a taste test. It just perfectly captures the ridiculous, totally boundary-pushing nature of today's digital entertainment. Sending fast food to space just for a video? Wow, what an era we live in. And from space burgers, we head straight into digital, blocky landscapes. Here's the big question. Is Minecraft 2 finally happening? A totally mysterious countdown just appeared on the Mojang website today, and let me tell you, it has sparked massive, internet-breaking rumors. Could the actual sequel to the best-selling video game of all time finally be upon us? The entire gaming community is just sitting there, glued to that clock.
Okay, it's time for the Daily Pulse quiz. Let's see what you retained.
We've covered a ton of ground across these 10 massive stories today, so let's test your active recall. Here's your first question. Think back to our green infrastructure chapter. What is being used to replace streetlights in a new pilot city in France? Lock in your answer in your head. And the answer is bioluminescent trees. If you remembered a pilot city swapping old metal grids for those naturally glowing trees, you are spot on. Good job. Okay, let's do just one more. Let's test your memory on today's huge environmental milestone. Do you remember what is the ultimate goal of the new global plastic treaty that 170 countries kicked off today? Take a second. Got it? The answer is zero new plastic in the ocean by the year 2040. It's a seriously aggressive timeline, aiming to phase out all single-use plastics, and it literally all officially begins today. Which really brings us to this final lingering thought. If this is just one single day in 2026, if today we get AI line judges, carbonating concrete, space burgers, glowing trees, and a global treaty on plastic, what on earth does tomorrow look like? The pace of innovation right now is staggering, and understanding these daily shifts is exactly how we prepare for the future. Thank you guys so much for joining me to unpack these 10 stories today. Keep your curiosity high, and I will see you in the next explainer.